Oh, I could have let out that burp, but I was like, no, probably shouldn't do that.
We have to apologize.
Apologize for what?
You have to apologize
to me.
A lot of people. What do you mean?
Apologize to me.
For what?
I saw my replacement.
Dude.
That fucking hoser.
Evan was a great replacement. Evan,
what
when you're back in town, I'd love to have you next to me right on my right-hand side. No, we have to apologize to all of those people out there.
Which people?
Everyone out there, man.
I apologize. I don't want to apologize.
Today's Tuesday. Damn.
Oh, dude, hey, man. TJ
was getting tweeting sideways. Me, and I'm like, damn. What normally happens is we film the podcast usually like a couple days before it happens, and usually like a drift event comes up, and I'm like, oh shoot, let's go to the drift event, and then like it just gets pushed behind. But I'm sorry, we're back, and we're hopefully not have that happen again.
Yeah, we're not promising anything.
But we try for Sunday. Before we start today's podcast, I want to say thank you to our sponsor, as always, Tuna Crate.
I was holding the sign up, but
you were holding. You were holding the sign up, but you know, gotta give a little love. You can use the link in the description down below, and you can save yourself some percentage off of your Tuna Crate subscription if you want to go ahead and do it. It's a monthly subscription box service where they send you different car themes each month. Very cool thing. And our friend Mike owns it, so that's super mad. You open it. It's so nice. I don't want to take it all out.
All right, it's fine.
I'm like OCD about that stuff. Also, Movement Watches. Thank you to Movement Watches. You can use the code TJ10 and save yourself 10% off of all Movement Watches. They're awesome. We're friends with the owner. They let us borrow their R8 every now and then. So thank you, Kramer, for that. But thank you to our sponsors. It's what helps the mics stay on the podcast. Get it? Because like electricity and to stay on it, like what powers it.
Stop.
I thought it was a good meme. I should turn my phone off before it just...
Man, unprofessional. Okay, topic today. We always get this question. That we would like to share our philosophy. Don't you dare.
Just a little FTB for the boys. Oh.
No one wants to hear your ASMR gurgles. Fuck, get out of here, man. Today's topic. Question. Stop it. How does it feel to be famous?
I hate this question.
Boy, isn't that a clickbait title if I've ever heard one?
It makes me feel like this.
Ew, dude, that's pretty gross. Looking at that, that's pretty gross.
That's how it makes me feel. It makes me
pretty gross.
Makes me feel like that because we should do like your side.
Okay, all right.
Side.
So I think we both agree. Pretty close, but we can't be naive. We are famous, though.
No.
We can't be naive, Teach.
Nope.
We can't be naive.
Nope.
We are. Whether we choose to accept it or not is a different story.
We're not on the same side of this at all.
No,
you thought we're not.
No. I know how you feel, and you know how I feel. But in all honesty, enough people like us, so you can categorize that. No, you can't tell me it doesn't. But the way I feel, Teach, is it's just cool. It's just cool to have. I think what most people don't get is we're still normal people. We still go about our business, pooping, eating food. Then we get the occasional hello. In the beginning, TJ, someone would say my name, and I had that split second of, do I know this person? Is this a person from high school? And then slowly, after enough times, I've learned that just to expect that it's someone that I don't know. You know, you ever feel that way?
No.
No? You always thought... You are triggered by this topic. Let me hear what you have to say.
I feel like it's such like a self-conceited, like high horse, stick in your ass topic. I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. People are like, oh, like people from high school, they're like, oh, dude, you're. It's like either you're famous or it's you're like famous, and it's like, what the fuck does that even mean? I'm like famous. I think of like calling yourself famous like that. I just feel like that's like self-conceited, And like, I get what you're saying. A lot of people know us. Yes, absolutely. I mean,
by definition.
Yes, but famous, is there a definition? I'm going to Google this. Is there a definition for famous?
Yeah.
I'd be curious to know. I'm really actually curious about this. Because I don't personally think I'm famous. I don't think of myself as...
I know. Of course not. No.
I don't at all. But, I mean, do people treat you like you're famous?
What does it say?
Known about by many people.
By definition, famous. But the way that I like to see it is I appreciate, even here on the small podcast family, right? I just, bottom line, I appreciate the sentiment that people are out there willing to watch us make memes on the internet. Whether we like it, I don't really give a shit. Like, if you ever come to me in person and ask me, hey, how does it feel to be famous? I'm like, I don't really give a shit. But what I do enjoy is the conversations I have with people that are willing to talk to me, you know? Not too long ago, what was it? It was by the airport, San Diego Airport. What was that place? Do you know?
The San Diego Airport?
No, it wasn't the San Diego Airport. When you were with the fitness people?
Alpha Elite.
He was with Alpha Elite, and they were having a meet and greet in front of this police or like this
some
government
courthouse.
Some like courthouse, yeah. So, a master mechanic that works for Toyota walked up to us and was saying, "You guys do good shit," and I didn't take that as like, I know things. Damn straight I know things. But no, I took it as, wow, this guy who has devoted his life to working on cars and is a master in his field came up to us and saying that we do good shit. That's humbling, period. Like, we're just a couple of dudes with tools at our disposal, hurting our hands, fucking doing whatever it is we do. And someone like that knows a lot more than us, and we never claim that we know things, except me. I know a couple of things.
Let me ask you this: what's your? I guess I hate saying this, but okay, let's say quote unquote, you're famous, whatever, right?
Okay.
What is your number one pro? Like, we're gonna do pros and cons here. What's your number one benefit or pro, or whatever, that you have only because of your quote unquote fame?
So, quote unquote, being famous, you get to meet a lot of people. Honestly, through our name and TJ's name, we've met amazing amount of people, and we've made friends with so many people. Like that's the biggest pro. Like, the people I've met, like the things I've learned from being able to get having a name that people are willing to talk to you. Like, we've made so many friends, and not too long ago, after our drift event, we had a dinner with upwards of like 12 people, 15 people, and those are all people we met through mostly reaching out, like on our part and TJ's part. But being famous, we've got to meet like great minds that think alike, and we've created a family. I'm so happy for the friends we've made because of the name we have, right? Like, that's my biggest pro. Like, being able to invite people over, have food, like, to name a few. Eric is a great guy. Cody's a wonderful man.
Yeah.
Evan is a wonderful dude. Eli, Jerry Batista, Chris,
Alex,
Prince Alex. I can't name them all, but
there's still a lot of people.
There's just because of that.
Alan, HG Motorsports, all those guys.
TE Motorsports, those guys are cool. Like, just meeting these people and being able to, hey, you want to go get dinner, and then having a good, I learned a new word, wholesome dinner with them and being able to speak with them. Like, just great minds come together and have a great conversation. I would say that's a pro for me.
So the people you've met, or the people you are able to meet because of the quote-unquote name you carry.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess mine's along the same lines as that. I would say mine is the opportunity that comes along with it. Which I guess I'm going to take a different approach, and it's the things that are presented to you because of the outreach that the channel has, being the Michelin event I went to.
Wow, that must have been sick as fuck.
Yeah, dude. I've never been treated like such like a prince before, and it was cool, to like kind of like accept that. But I mean, for those who didn't see those videos or those vlogs, they were gonna fly me out to it, but I was like, it's a 2-hour drive. I'll drive. Don't trip. So I drove out to Ritz-Carlton, which is like...
drove?
I drove the GTR out there
you
to
did.
show everybody the car.
Nice.
So I drove out there, beautiful drive, got to this crazy nice hotel, probably like $500 a night, stayed there for 3 nights. I got a huge room, like all to myself, like TV in the shitter, like the whole 9 yards. It was awesome. And like free booze and just like, we got drunk at this event, and I met fucking... the Jenners, like I met Keanu Reeves. It was just fucking like just who the really hell? Cool shit. Amazing people. They brought up like this falls in with this video. I was a part of the quote unquote celebrity group. Like the first wave of people that they came to that event was like the celebrities, and so I met a bunch of cool people and just got to drive amazing cars, and that was all because of you guys watching.
Yeah, thank you.
The name, the stature, I guess that's the right word, that you guys give us. Status? I don't know.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Thanks to you guys. Like,
yeah.
That's where it starts. Like,
what's another cool one?
Opportunities and people we meet. That's pretty.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even like when people when we go to shops and like, I think when people reach out to us, like, okay, let's use JDM in California as an example. The guys where we got our 2J motor from.
Oh yeah, those guys are
really amazing people.
They're cool dudes.
Yeah, amazing people. And when we got there, like, they were like 100%. Like, if we were just some random people, they wouldn't. Not saying they're not nice, but they wouldn't have treated us so well. I don't think. And that's not to say like they don't treat people well, but like they invited us in, and David was like gave us all of his attention, stopped what he was doing throughout the day. David's the owner of the shop, to like just hang out with us, talk to us, and he treated us so well. And was like, do you need anything? And and I think that he was like trying really to come on like like whatever you need, like I'll get as water, snacks, whatever you need. Like if it's too hot, like we'll fit. Like they like try and comfort you as much as you can and make it whatever you like best. And that's cool. But at the same time too, it's like, yo, it's similar, dude. Like
we're just chilling.
We're just here to we're like, I think I'll speak for you on this too. I feel so gracious when people invite us stuff like that. It's like when they like try to be over comfortable. I'm like, dude, like you don't understand. Like I'm just stoked as fuck to be here.
Yeah, no, like
don't trip. Don't
like, They say like, thank you for coming. I'm like, no.
I'm like, dude, thank you
for inviting us.
Yeah, or like even like stuff like SEMA and shit. Like the fact that SEMA like they're trying to get us to come out this year and just stuff like that. It's like, wow, like those big corporate names.
That's a name.
Yeah, it's like the when they look at, and what's cool too, because I've always had this perception that, and this isn't for everyone, but there's some companies that feel like look at YouTube and they think like, oh, like idiot kids, like no credibility, no whatever, they're just like kids with dicks in their ass. And, when you see like big companies, show respect to people like us and other YouTubers, it's like, oh, like that's really cool. Like that really makes me happy to see that turn in this.
In the way of thinking.
In this media space. Yeah. So I think that's really cool. What's your biggest con with it?
Biggest con? I mean, I guess I don't see a real con. Maybe
I could think of one.
The safety or the extreme fans. Like, I'm not saying you guys are extreme fans, but like those who approach us where it's a private area, like my house, TJ's house, or our warehouse. It's just safety is a pretty big con. Like,
well, it's I don't mean to butt in, but throw in Premium's joke they did.
Yeah, Premium's joke. That was a bad joke. Bad meme. That was a bad meme. Like, things could get very hairy. Do not even think. If you've seen that video, do not even think about doing that. Please do not come in here. Like, for the safety of everyone, ourselves and yourselves included. Like, no, don't do that. Like, we appreciate when we make an event and you guys come out. We love you guys to death. Thank you for coming. But when it's a private area, like,
sometimes people overstep and they don't realize it.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, it's fine, but you're not that you don't consider it. But I implore, please consider the space and the time, right? You mean no harm, but sometimes there's a fine line between being like being within bounds and fucking crazy fan doing some crazy shit. Don't do that. Like, we want to keep everyone safe here. What's another con? What would be another con? I guess getting asked the question of being famous. That's a con. Like, I don't like it when people ask me that, because honestly, I go about my day, go to Chick-fil-A, eat my sandwich. No big deal. You do the same if you like Chick-fil-A. If you don't, fuck you. That means fuck TJ. He doesn't like that shit. Fuck you, TJ. But being asked that question is not... It makes me feel like an asshole, which I am, granted. But I'm not that type of asshole. I don't like saying that I'm famous. I don't like saying it. It's not because
I said, it makes you feel like high-headed, or like you're on your high horse.
High horse. No, I mean,
feel like you're better than the next person.
But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes we joke. TJ doesn't like to joke about it, but I joke about it with my parents because they don't stop.
I hate it when people make that joke with me.
It triggers him.
I hate it
so bad.
And friends are like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know. TJ doesn't like it. But when my parents do it, I like to because my parents ask me, "What are you doing all day?" So I have to throw that joke in there just to make them be quiet. But other than that, I don't necessarily use it. I don't use it unironically. I only use it ironically. Because, again, I don't go about my day thinking about how many people are watching me. I go about my day like, what am I going to fucking do today, you know? Just like any normal-ass person.
Yeah. I would say my biggest con is, and I hate this one, people, and they have every right to, but, again, we're just speaking, like, freely here. When people... create their own perception of you and think they know you through what they've briefly seen here or there from content that you've put out. Whether it's one video of obviously us fucking around and joking and them taking it seriously. Or watching one, you know what I mean? Like, just from any angle. Point or example of what I'm talking about here. A guy from high school that we both knew, Ryan. I didn't really know him that well. You know Ryan, last name? Pete? Yeah, him. Pete. Yeah. I didn't know him in high school, but we went to the same high school, and you're friends with him. And I was at the parking garage last week, and I went to go just take a picture of the car and end the vlog there. And he was up there. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know my name. Apparently, I've met him here or there. I don't know. But I was just doing my thing in the vlog, and he came up and talked to me, and just, you know, at first treated me like an absolute, like, and that's like to people, like, just treat me like a normal person. Or like, he acted like he didn't know me. And I said, pay attention. And I say he acted like he didn't know me. Talked for however long. Was like, oh, like, what do you do? Like, what did you do to your car? Like, you know, and like played in as if he had no idea who I was. And I was like, yeah, I have another beers. You have a 350, done this, that. And then he's like, I'm just fucking with you. I know who you are. I was like, oh, okay, and whatever. Yeah. And then we continued to go on, and we talked for like 30 minutes. And we just kind of like got into like a deep talk and about like what I've done, how he thought it was really cool that someone that he went to high school with, quote unquote, became famous and like became successful of himself and is like doing his own thing. And he said that was admirable and whatnot. And we talked, and I shared some information with him that he was struggling with in his life that has helped me before. And I was like, that's, here's some words that have helped me. Like, maybe you should try and focus on that. And at the end of the conversation, he said to me, you know what, dude, I'm going to be honest with you. From high school and to what I've seen from this point on, I always thought you were a douche, thought you were a dick, told people you were a dick, and pretty much just kind of talk shit about you. But actually talking to you and getting to know you, and even when I act like I didn't know you, and you treat like you're a cool dude, like I'm sorry for that. And he was like, I know it doesn't matter to you. And I told him like it's all good, but he was like, getting to actually just talk with you for 30 minutes, like you're a chill ass dude, and like I'm so happy to see what the fuck you've done. And I know you're some motivation guy, but hearing talking in person, like you really moved me today. And he said I really like made an impact on his day because he was going through a shitty time. And that to me meant so much to me. And I was actually that day too, I was having a really hard day. That was the day that Megan Racing Coilovers like tried to blast me on their Instagram, I was in a terrible mood that day, and I was dragging my feet myself. And him saying that me made me so happy. It kind of like brought my spirits up. And because that's my biggest thing is at the end of the day, YouTube channel, whatever, I'm always trying to like change someone's perspective or their mindset from being in a terrible position like I was where the channel started. That's terrible. I feel bad for any person who's in that place. It's terrible. And to him to tell me that, I made an impact and it's really admirable what's going on meant the world to me. And, he was exactly what I just said. Like he got a perception of, who I was from the internet and made it his reality. And then when he met me, he was like, that does not match who you are. I'm sorry.
Fucked. Yeah, I want to talk about that. That's fucked. Like, that makes sense. People do that.
That's why people, there's a lot of hate on the internet, obviously. But, the biggest thing is apparently I come across as a douche through the videos. I don't know what it is that I do. Yeah, maybe it's because I own a GTR or whatever. I don't know. But apparently I give off a douche vibe.
I hope people think I'm a douche because I say it so much. I say I'm an asshole. That's why I cover myself, dude. I cover myself. If someone says I'm an asshole, then it's probably because I am. Like in the videos, I'm always, and TJ knows this, like even off camera, I'm just the biggest fuck in this fucking place.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know why people like me. I don't know why you guys watch me. If you watch me, but it's really interesting how people through a video that's 10 minutes, they're able to piece together who you really are.
They can't.
They can't fucking do that because on camera, arguably, there's two different people. Like, it's mostly the same fucking person, but you don't get to see the problems behind camera, right? TJ has shit to deal with. His life has got shit to deal with. I have shit to deal with. But you guys don't see that, and that shit molds a person. And you guys know yourselves, you have your own shit to deal with, and that molds you. So it makes sense that people would try to do that. Because if they have any ounce of not liking a person, they will find any information to even further not like that person. So, but if you're a logical thinking person, and if you're on this channel, I assume you are, you have the ability to consider as much as TJ and I do. Like, we consider the other person to be like another fucking person. So we can't piece anything together until we've met them. Like, I don't want to give this example. I'm not going to give it.
What? Hint at me.
86.
Okay.
So
don't.
No, I won't do that. But even we even we mess up. That's all I have to say. Even we assume the person a person because whatever fucking reason, but we all have to try and consider that shit happens, and we're all just humans trying to figure out our thing until I beg you guys, until you have a conversation and sit down with a fucking person, don't assume anything. Like, don't even assume that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that just goes with like any guideline in life, but no one really follows that.
Yeah, no one really follows. I do my best, but I know for sure that TJ's a can't, so let's leave it at that. But we should have Sam. I wonder what Sam thinks. Seeing. I wonder what our friends think.
That's something that I always try to think of. Wait, you're talking about like friends that we're still friends with, or like friends we had in high school that we haven't talked to in like
Both.
4 or 5 years?
Both. Like, I'm curious to know what they think. Just like what do you think? Like, I know Emily doesn't give a fuck. She just hoses us. She's probably worse than me. What do you think, Teach?
No.
No. I'm definitely the worst.
Yeah, I definitely think you're the worst. I don't know. I just think a big part of it is, I don't know what I was going to say. I lost it, but that's a pretty big con.
It is.
I fucking hate.
People assume. I mean,
sure, they have every right to. Like I said, that's not
right
like they can't. It's just that's something that like comes with it that I don't think you ever get ready for. It's something you just like learn to cope with or deal with.
I feel you on that one.
Along the lines.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, or even like, remember that one time we were at? You weren't there. I told you about it, though. I went to that one night meet, the Fuddruckers meet in Mira Mesa. I'm like walking with my girlfriend, like I'm walking with Sabrina, and Tyler's like behind us, and this guy like calls out from the side, like he tries to like talk shit, and he's like, oh, like, yo, like where's your rep kit at, dude? And I'm like across behind, I'm like, what? And he like, I don't remember if he repeats. I walk over to him, I'm like, yo, he's like, and he like kind of gets all kind of standoffish. He's like, I said, where's your car at? And I'm like, no, you said, where's my rep kit? And then the two people that I was standing with him, like, kind of just, like, felt really awkward and, like, walked away.
Get fucked, dude.
And he's like, I'm like, where's my rep car at? And he's like, yeah, or whatever. And I'm like, I was just like, is this your way of, like, trying to talk shit or something? Like, and just humor me for a second. And he's like,
hey, good on you, Teach.
I mean, like, I was just curious where your car is at. And I'm like,
fucked.
Well, if you watch the videos, man, like, I'm still building it. Like, it's not done yet. He's like, I'm like, yeah, dude. I just walked away. And Sabrina was like, what is it? What was that? And I was like,
whatever.
Shit like that. It's just like, especially people, it's like that just irritates the fuck out of me. It's like I even approach him and he just gets tiny dick syndrome. And
no, I mean, I feel that. It's just, you played that off real well.
It's like, it's like you say, someone talks shit, you walk up to them and
just ask them why.
Ask them and they'll look like an idiot trying to answer because, like,
they'll hear themselves say it. And they're going to be like, well.
Yeah, let me double touch the camera here.
Double click. Yeah, so they hear themselves say it and then they just stand frozen. Like, yeah. Oh, man, I love doing that. That happened to me once. That happened to me.
What? Really?
Not about my car, but I don't honestly remember the details, but basically what happened is someone talked shit to me. I went up to them, asked why. They explained themselves, and I said, okay, thank you, pleasure meeting you, and then I move on to the next person to talk. And they had the most nervous voice explaining themselves. Like, honestly, I chalk it up to be like, sure, dude. You fucking hate me. Good for you, dude. Good for you, dude. I don't really care, honestly. I don't know how I don't care, but I don't care. you know? I don't like it when people say I have a big forehead, though. That's super mean. That gets me. That gets to me. That one gets to me. Anything else, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's a funny thing to deal with, this whole, like, you know, everyone knowing stuff. And granted, like you said, you're like, you only know what you see through the videos, and a lot of people don't show all the stuff, and that's something I don't show it, but if there's shit going on, or there's shit that's like really bothering me and like it's affecting videos and whatnot, I'm always like verbal. And if there's certain points in videos where I'll like briefly mention it, but there's no need to ever get like dissecting and get into it, because I think what sometimes people forget is there is private life, even beyond the YouTube, and even as much as is shown, there is still a big bunch of private stuff, and even stuff like a con, and this isn't like, oh, I hate people, but like I'll be at dinner, like date night with Sabrina, or like I dinner with my family. I like to sit down and like someone walking by and they're like, yo, dude, what's up to you? Like a video, it's like, all right, cool, but like, I've had like multiple instances. I'll be at dinner with like my family, or I'll be like out with my mom at like lunch or whatever, and like people will approach me and like carry on a conversation. They ask for a picture, and like I wouldn't say impede on it, but like it's like not much of my. And again, you can't blame anybody for that, but impede on the time that you're out with your like family or whatnot. And and there's always a point I'm like, yo, like I'm just with my family. I was trying to hang out. Like, do you mind if I just like hang out with my family for a bit? So stuff like that. And I think safety is a big one too. Like you were saying, people coming to the house, and I think a lot of people don't, realize that. And you watch the videos, and you
can't blame them.
Yeah, you can't blame anybody. But like in the videos, like we're all like really nice. I mean, I like to think we're all really nice people.
Yeah, well, I think
like we're all friends. We're all very inviting. It's always cool friends coming in and out. But like people come to our warehouse, and like looking through the windows and shit, it's always like, like kind of it's uncomfortable. And it's not that we don't like people, but it's like safety. The whole like premium shit, that shit fucked me up for a couple days. Like that low key kind of fucked me up a little bit. And really made me edgy, and I don't like being here at night anymore by myself. Like, it's weird, but safety is a big thing, and sorry, just that whole thing really like put shit in perspective. That it's just
Fuck you guys.
Myself.
Fuck you,
Daniel.
Fuck you, Daniel.
I love you guys, but
fuck you guys.
Like that shit. Ooh, that was normal.
I'm coming to your fucking warehouse and shitting in your toilet. That's what I'm gonna do. If you guys are watching,
that's honestly the best payback we can give. Is Calvin just laying a fat one.
I pooped in one of your toilets. Get fucked. But let's end on a good note.
Yeah, like sure. I'm okay with that. What's the good note?
The good note. It's just I would like to mention the good times again we have with people coming in and out of this warehouse, like. Or when we go out to go do something. When we went to Premium to fix TJ's headlights, that was just a good time. El Jefe, Anthony, Daniel, fucking, what's his nickname? Big Dick. He knows who I'm talking about.
Oh.
Elephant Dick. Just a good time. Like.
Elephant.
And Fly Ride, all those guys, just
Chris, cool.
Chris, and learning from them. Just, I didn't think we were gonna be there that long, but I was enjoying myself too much to not want to stay. Like, we even made a meme like extra premium.
Yeah, like make a different wrap shop called extra premium, like super premium. the wrap shop next door.
And like, or going to HG and watching those guys work on all of these fucking exotic cars that I never really imagined sitting in. Like, I was happy with sitting in my BRZ and working on my BRZ, but being able to like get underneath a GTR or like hang out with master mechanics like Eric or Alan, those guys are really cool. They're very humble with what they do and really good at what they do. I just enjoy hanging out with them. Or who else do we hang out? Zach and
Sheldon.
Those fuck boys. Love hanging out with you guys. Sheldon's the biggest fuck boy of them all. I know you're gonna watch this. Hopefully he doesn't watch this because he's gonna pick me up.
He doesn't watch the podcast.
Good.
And even hanging out with subscribers and stuff too. Yeah. Meeting people, hearing their story. Even the P.O. box, getting fan mail, reading that.
That's really cool too.
That's something that's really special.
Yeah, that's a huge pro. Like the love that we get for what we do, essentially making memes on the internet. We're not very informative, so I don't know why people.
I think we are
a little bit.
We used to be a lot more, but lately it's been more just like get it done, fuck around, show it, play with it.
Yeah.
Rather than like how to do this because we're not the most credible, so we don't really do that anymore. To be honest,
we can't even say the right name of things.
Yeah, we just do it.
Who else do we go hang out with? There's one other person.
Who?
Throttle's one.
Evan, Mickey.
Yeah, those guys are great. Danny's a fucking fuckboy.
We love you guys.
We love all of them. Like we can name so many people that we've met. Amelia, fucking, Jackie,
Batista,
Jackie and Ray. Fuck those guys.
Those guys are fucking funny.
We've just met a lot of people, and I love the friends that we have. Can't really keep up with them, so if you're watching this, just because I don't text you doesn't mean I don't love you. Right? Just too many people to keep track of. And Rob Dom, he's a good one.
Robbie.
Yeah. Cody!
Said Cody. You said Cody.
I know I said Cody, but I didn't explain like the good times. Like Cody, Cody is a good man. He has nice things and he likes to share it with good people. Like, I didn't think I would drive an i8. Now I fucking want an i8. Oy. I haven't drove his Aventador. I don't think he would let me. He probably would, but...
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would?
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would. Cody proved TJ wrong. Help me out.
No, he wouldn't. No way.
What do you mean?
I haven't even driven that. Fuck no.
It's because you haven't asked. You
drove his
Huracan. Yeah, that's about the same.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? No,
that Aventador is twice the price of that Huracan.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the sentimental value of his belongings
and the money that's into that car.
Well, fair enough, but
David drove it.
Yeah, see, if David can drive it.
Yeah, but David's David.
What do you mean, David? David, good guy. He's a good guy too.
That dude in Nude.
Yeah. I haven't heard that one. Yeah. Who else have we met along the
I don't know, dude. We met a lot of people. Point of the story is...
I like telling everyone that we have good times with these guys. Fucking...
It's not all of it shown on camera, and I don't think people realize that. Yeah. I think there's a lot less filming when we're with each other than there are filming when we're supposed to get together to film. But we're all such good friends, and everyone gets along so well. You kind of like don't... And you only film some parts, and and I think a big part of it is too that I've noticed, and Adam, a big part of it is we get along so well off camera that we get so comfortable with each other off camera that the friendship turns into fucking with each other. So when the cameras come on, all you see is us talk shit. And then people perceive it as like, oh my God, like Adam's such a dick to TJ, or TJ is such an asshole to so-and-so. And it's like, no, like, we just get along that well. Like, I'll tell him he's fucking ass and it's straight. Like, it's all love. And that's another big part too that, when people see us talk shit on Twitter, everyone's like, oh my God, like, dude, there's so much beef right now. Like, go check it out. And it's like, we're just shooting the shit and people don't realize that it's, it's all love.
Dad fired. Fuel to the flame. Fuck you, Nicole.
Jeez.
Bam.
Yeah. So stuff like that. I think people, and again, not to blame, but
hey,
I think everyone.
It's not necessarily anyone's fault.
Everyone to it. For 99% of it is all loving with each other.
Yeah.
So obviously with some people who don't get along with other people, but
We love the 99, the 69.
I love everybody. Anyways, I want to apologize for, being late on the podcast again, the second week in a row.
And not replacing me. Thank you for that, TJ. Fuck you both.
Yeah, well,
maybe I was fapping about,
because this is getting out of hand, and we need to put it on iTunes or SoundCloud. I don't know how.
I can do it.
That's why I haven't done it yet. I don't know how. So
we have to convert it to an MP3, and
that's easy. Do just youtube.com/MP3 downloader.
Yeah.
That needs to happen. But I just want to say sorry for that.
Do we make an account for it?
Like I said, I don't know how to do it. I know for iTunes it's probably a little bit more complicated than SoundCloud because iTunes is like.
I'll make the fucking SoundCloud thing.
Do SoundCloud. I would do SoundCloud. But yeah, thank you for watching again. We'll be back hopefully on Sunday. If not Sunday, maybe Monday or Tuesday or maybe Wednesday. I don't know. But we try to podcast every Sunday.
We do our best.
Give this video a thumbs up and leave comments down below
because
we're always active and looking through that. Leave topic suggestions down below if you want to quote. This was your topic that we did today. So if you want to see some stuff we have coming up, I want to do is like conspiracy theories or Calvin's like dream. You guys have no idea about Calvin's lucid dream fascination.
Oh, I could go on for days.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people want us to do car stuff. We don't really want to do that much car stuff. We want to like talk about fun stuff.
Car stuff is for.
I knew what you were gonna say, but then you didn't. So good on you. We'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you on the next podcast.
Peace out,
guys.
Bye.
Don't do it. Okay, I thought you were gonna do a thing you were gonna do.